How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at top 5 cryptocurrency coins that could potentially help you increase or accelerate your wealth in the years 2023 and 2024. Of course, guys, make sure you do stay till the end of the video because, of course, I'll be revealing my number 1 top pick for the cryptocurrency, which I believe is going to be blowing up the most in the years 2023, 2024. Of course, that number 1 coin could potentially be the best coin to help you accelerate your wealth. Of course, guys, if you are new around here, make sure you do hit the subscribe button as I post daily crypto updates. And of course, guys, this is not financial advice. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. So make sure you go out and do your own research and come to your own conclusion before investing into any coins that I mention in any of my videos. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So if you guys haven't guessed it already, the number 5 pick on the list today is, of course, XRP. Before we do actually start looking at the price of XRP and looking at my sort of personal price prediction about XRP, the first thing we should do is actually go onto the XRP website and actually explain what XRP is. So like I said, we're on the official website here. You can go to xrpl.org if you want to check it out yourself. Of course, I'll leave all the links down in the description down below if you want to check them out for yourself. So, community-powered utility. The XRP ledger, a scalable, sustainable blockchain. You guys know that whenever cryptocurrencies use the words, the sort of buzzword scalable and sustainable, is normally a very good thing because, of course, you cannot have a cryptocurrency used by the masses if it is not scalable, and of course sustainable is also very nice as well. The XRP ledger, XRPL for short, is a decentralized public blockchain led by a global developer community. It's fast, energy efficient and reliable with ease of development, low transaction costs and a knowledgeable community. It provides developers with a strong open source foundation for executing the most demanding projects without hurting the environment. Of course, all these different words are, very big buzzwords within the crypto community. Fast, energy efficient, reliable, low transaction costs, and environment. All these things are sort of big buzzwords around the crypto community. And if a coin which actually, attacks and is actually able to use these sort of words in a good way is always very, very good to see and very, has a huge potential for the future. Of course, we want cryptocurrencies which are fast. So when you send a transaction, the end consumer is not waiting a long time. Of course, low transaction costs are a very, very big crypto thing because a very, very big thing in cryptocurrency, especially for beginners. As last year or a few years ago now, when Ethereum was trading very highly, the transaction costs for Ethereum were extremely, extremely high. They were sometimes, hundreds of dollars where, it's just not sustainable at all. If a person with a low amount of Ethereum, like $100 worth, wants to send that Ethereum and they have to spend another $100, of course they're going to be like, well, I'm not going to do this because it's way too high of a transaction cost. Of course, another good thing is environment. Of course, you do not want to be hurting with the environment with your cryptocurrency because, we've seen things, of course, like the OG coin, Bitcoin. The miners, of course, they are not very energy efficient and create a lot of heat and, very wasteful for the environment. So this is always nice to see. One of the main benefits or the main things about XRP is basically they are working with centralized banks. Of course, the main thing, the whole sort of premise behind XRP is they're all about transactions and sending transactions like a traditional cryptocurrency is all about, of course. But with XRP, their sort of unique niche is basically they are trying to partnership and work with centralized banks which use fiat currency in many different countries. So that's their sort of unique standpoint. They want to be working with centralized banks to bring cryptocurrency and sort of link it to centralized banks so everyone can use it. You can see here public decentralized structure, streamlined development, high performance, vibrant community, proven reliability. As you can see here, reliability is a huge thing as well. 8+ years of consistent performance over more than 63 million ledgers. Of course, you guys know reliability and sort of track record are a huge thing in cryptocurrency. With a cryptocurrency being many years old, it provides a lot more confidence within the investor to invest into the coin because they do they believe a lot more in the future of the coin, and they they don't think the coin is just going to disappear overnight. With a lot more newer coins, which can be a big issue in the cryptocurrency community. Like I said before, low cost transactions, which are also very nice. So that is sort of the whole premise around XRP covered. If we hop over to their Twitter page here, you can see they've got an extremely huge community of over 2.6 million followers. Again, just highlighting the sort of strength and the amount, as you see in a second here, the amount of people who are actually invested in this coin already, and just from the fact that it has such a long history and a big track record, of course they have been able to increase this amount of followers to a huge amount of followers today over the last 8 years or so. You can see that I've just read up on here on the Twitter page here. Of course, looking at their Twitter page, of course, they are also very active. As you can see here 30 minutes ago, which is always nice to see, which I love to see in Twitter pages. The team constantly updating their fans and followers about, how the coin is doing and potential new and partnerships. You can see here, we're incredibly excited to announce that we've closed our $54 million Series A round led by this 10T fund with participation from Ripple. And of course, you guys know Ripple is the sort of people behind XRP. If we hop over to the XRP on coinmarketcap.com, you can see that the current price per XRP is 75 cents per coin, with it just being up it's fluctuating a little bit, but around 3.7% up on the day. You can see that it's got an absolutely huge fully diluted market cap of over $75 billion and a 24-hour volume of just over $2.4 billion. You guys know that this is an absolutely huge market cap for a coin. As you can see here, it's ranked number 4 on the coin market cap leaderboard, and I've actually seen XRP at one point in the past, which we're looking at the chart here in the second, it was actually number 2 on the coin market cap, which I do believe, as we get into in a second here, why I'm super bullish about this coin. Before we do look at the chart though, I just want to say why XRP is suddenly now in the top 5 cryptocurrencies of 2023 and 2024, and this is of course because of the current news around XRP. If you guys didn't know, I've done a recent video about XRP, about how they actually won a lawsuit against the SEC, which is why their price has actually spiked up so much. If we go back to the 7 days or monthly chart here, you can see that how stagnant XRP was, sitting around the 47-48 cent mark, and then after they won the lawsuit, which was a huge lawsuit and it was ongoing for many years, this is why the crypto was so stagnant, they actually won the lawsuit, pumping up the price to just over 81 cents per coin, which is absolutely huge for a cryptocurrency of this market cap to pump up that much amount of money. Of course, if the coin pumps up 30-40%, you guys know that there would have to be about $20-30 billion pumped back into this coin, which again just shows the amount of investors which have confidence around this coin. If we look at the chart here, if we switch it to the all-time chart, you can see why I'm actually so bullish about XRP. Not only just from the fact that, of course, the recent news has come out about XRPs, pumping the coin back up again and providing hope back into the XRP investors. If we look at back in the 2020, or not even before, actually before the 2021 bull run, you can see back in 2018, it actually hit over $3 per coin back in 2018. And of course, I believe after then they did have a sort of lawsuit, and you see in the 2021 bull run they did pump up back again up to $1.79, but I'm not sure when the lawsuit did actually start. However, you can see that after the 2021 bull run it was fairly stagnant here, and of course that was because of the lawsuit. So why I'm so bullish on XRP is of course because of the huge news with their lawsuit, but also I just believe that hopefully with the upcoming bull run in 2024, with the whole information and news about the Bitcoin halving, which is typically when a bull run will happen, I believe that the price per coin of XRP could definitely hit over $3 per coin. And I just believe that the great news and the hype around XRP is going to keep building towards the the next bull run, and it will definitely hit a all-time high in my personal opinion. That's what I believe. So super bullish on XRP. The next coin on our list in number 4 position is Cardano. Again, I've recently done a video about Cardano in detail, so if you want to go check that out, it should be in my past videos, just a couple videos ago. But Cardano is another huge cryptocurrency which has been around for a long time, like XRP. The reason why I put Cardano into this list is, of course, because it has great features, and I believe that it's going to be, very great, pump up even higher, pump up the market cap even higher than it currently is. But also from the fact that with the XRP winning the lawsuit against SEC, I believe that Cardano will potentially piggyback off this hype and will actually pump up from that price. So what I mean by that is, if you guys didn't basically know, of course I could just explain, XRP did actually have an ongoing lawsuit about whether or not it was a security or not with the SEC, and of course recently they actually have won that lawsuit. Cardano actually has a ongoing lawsuit currently with the SEC as well about whether or not it's a security as well. So they're in the exact same boat that XRP was. And of course, with people being so hyped about XRP winning the lawsuit, this gave a great amount of hope into people that Cardano will basically hopefully win the lawsuit against the SEC as well. And so basically, if Cardano actually does, get the same result as XRP and hopefully win the lawsuit against the SEC, we could potentially be seeing another huge pump up into the Cardano cryptocurrency as well. And if the SEC does lose the lawsuit against Cardano, I do believe that Cardano has a super bright future, just as like XRP does as well. Before we look at the chart and look at the market cap and things, we'll quickly look over what Cardano actually is. So we're on the Cardano.org, the official website here. So it says, making the world work better for all. Cardano is a blockchain platform for change makers, innovators, and visionaries with the tools and technologies required to create possibility for the many, as well as the few, and bring about positive global change. So basically, this is their official slogan, but to put it simply, Cardano is basically for developers that want to build, decentralized apps, and you can even build separate tokens on the Cardano blockchain, which is a super unique feature about Cardano, and it's super exciting for, not only the people who invest into it, but, developers who want to create new coins as well as, decentralized apps. You can see here, Cardano is a proof-of-stake blockchain platform, the first to be founded on peer-reviewed research and developed through evidence-based methods. It combines pioneering technologies to provide unparalleled security and sustainability. Again, key buzzwords in the crypto world. You like to see security and sustainability to decentralized applications, systems, and societies. If we scroll down a bit further here, you can see that, of course, they just go into a bit more detail here about the proof of stake, which is always nice to see a coin with proof of stake. Of course, just makes it more sustainable, doesn't hurt the environment. And of course here it says extremely scalable again and environmentally sustainable, which keep saying over and over again. Scalable and environmentally sustainable are key buzzwords in the crypto space. And if a coin can actually, use these words and actually show they are actually able to, be scalable and environmentally sustainable, this can bring a great amount of hope into this cryptocurrency. If we hop over to their Twitter page here, you can see that they've got over 1.3 million followers. Again, a huge, strong following once again. I'm not sure if the followers has actually pumped up since the recent news of XRP winning the lawsuit. I'm sure that they actually has, because I'm sure ever since XRP won the lawsuit, people were looking at other altcoins which also have ongoing lawsuits with the SEC and hope that they can also win that lawsuit. If we scroll down, you can see that they are fairly active on this Twitter page as well, which is always nice to see. I have a nice strong team behind Cardano. If we hop back over to the coin market cap here, we can actually look at the fully diluted market cap as well as the volume and look at the chart and of course give my personal price prediction about Cardano. So you can see the current price of one Cardano coin is 30 cents per coin, or just over 30 cents per coin, and you can see it's currently down just under 2% on the day. It also has a super huge fully diluted market cap, compared to other altcoins which I review on this channel. This is also super huge. You can see that the fully diluted market cap is over $13.6 billion, and the 24-hour volume is actually up 7% at over $300 million for the 24-hour volume. If we hop back down to the chart here, you will actually see why I'm actually super bullish about Cardano as well as XRP. Of course, you guys know, like I said a second ago, Cardano has awesome features, unique features, which I believe are going to be, very useful in the future with, developers, the ease of use for developers, building decentralized apps as well as building other tokens on the network. I also believe that, with the amount of time, like I say, track record is also very important in cryptocurrency. The amount of time that Cardano has been out also provides a great amount of confidence into investors. And if we look back at the 2021 bull run, you can see that actually the price per Cardano coin, if we try and get it here, was actually just under $3 per coin. So you can see, once again, it is also super similar to XRP, which is why I believe that people compare these so similarly. You see, back in 2018 when XRP hit its all-time high, it was around $3, and you can see in 2021 bull run, Cardano also hit its all-time high of just barely under $3. So I believe that hopefully when Cardano also wins the SEC lawsuit, we can see that initial good decent spike into the coin price pumping up as people get the good news and invest and are hopeful for the future. But I believe that also if they do win the lawsuit, we will actually see the the price of Cardano hit or surpass the all-time high of $3 per coin in towards the next bull run, which I believe should hopefully be in the 2024 when Bitcoin does actually halve. Jumping into the number 3 coin on the list is going to be a coin called Flux. So I guess what we first do is actually go over what Flux actually is. So we hop onto the official website here. It's runonflux.io. You can see that I have actually left this banner up here. Before we explain what Flux actually is, this sort of gives a little bit of a teaser about what Flux is. So you can see that Flux has already partnered up with a huge company which actually isn't to do with cryptocurrency at all. You guys, I'm sure you guys know, WordPress is a huge, huge company in the out of the cryptocurrency space, and Flux has actually managed to partner up with this company. And you guys know when cryptocurrencies are actually able to partnership with big companies, this often is very, very super good news, because of course these companies are not going to be partnering with just anyone. Of course they do a big amount of research into these coins that they're going to be partnershiping, because of course that could ruin their company. And if WordPress sees Flux as a super good option, they are actually able to run. WordPress now runs on the Flux cloud, which I guess if we go into what Flux actually is, it sort of gives it away. So as you can see here, it says build on Web 3.0. So Flux is focusing on Web 3.0, which you guys know Web 3.0 is basically the future. And we always want to be looking at cryptocurrencies which are focused on the future, because of course that future is basically what you want to be investing in, of course. So the Flux Cloud is a people-powered network to help build decentralized applications with increased flexibility, scalability, and censorship resistance. Again, key buzzwords in the crypto space. So this basically does put it very simply. So basically what Flux is all about the cloud and helping people and companies build decentralized applications on the cloud using the Flux network. So you can see here they've got a good amount, a very high amount of nodes actually, which they will actually the cloud will actually be running off these nodes. So as you can see here, they've already got the nodes in 78 different countries, with majority of their nodes being in Finland, Germany, and United States. You can see that they've got over 11,893 nodes currently. And lots of total cores, lots of SSD, and lots of total RAM as well. It gives a quick explanation on Web 1.0, Web 2.0, and Web 3.0, which is of course the future read, write, and own privacy. So some of the Flux Cloud advantages is it's redundant, it has a high amount of security, interoperability, decentralization, they've got Watchtower, and of course, like I keep saying, low cost, which is a super big thing, because of course cost is basically everything. People will not want to work with your company. You might have the best solution in the world, however if your cost is too high and the company or the people cannot afford it, of course that is basically ruins the whole viability of the actual the company or the network. So as I scroll down here, before I go here, this sort of next feature about Flux is why I'm super bullish on Flux. This is sort of the main reason why I believe Flux is going to be so big in the future, just because it solves a huge problem which I'm sure lots of people and companies are actually facing, and of course that is to do with cost, like I keep explaining in this video. So this basically here is the Flux Cloud estimated cost to actually run on Flux's cloud. So as you can see here, they've got Flux here at $3.67 for this service which they provide, and if they're actually comparing it to other big companies which provide the cloud, and you can see here you've got massive companies such as Google Cloud, and for the exact same service they are actually selling it for $176.76 for the exact same service as Flux. You can also see AWS at just under $80 and Azure at over $116 for the exact same service as Flux. I mean, this just basically states why I'm super bullish on Flux. I mean, why would companies not go with Flux, such as WordPress? Of course they're going to go with Flux, because Flux are basically offering the same service as all these other big centralized companies, but offering it to them at a fraction of the cost. And of course, you know, these companies want to be saving money in all places that they can. And if they can get the same service for super cheap and it's the same reliability as the other companies, of course, why would they not do it? And so that's why I believe that Flux is going to be so useful in the future. As more and more companies start to hop on the cloud, I believe that Flux is just going to be, you know, just going to be the #1 solution for loads of different companies. If we head over to their Twitter page here, you can see that they've got over 142,000 followers, and they are also super active on their Twitter page as well, constantly updating it and, you know, providing updates on Flux. And of course, they got super strong team behind them, constantly developing and improving Flux as well. If we scroll over to the coin market cap of Flux, you can see that the current price per Flux coin is actually just sitting over 40 cents per coin, and it's currently up just, you know, 0.49% on the day. If we look at the fully diluted market cap of Flux, some people might be looking at this and think that's quite a high number, but for I believe that this market cap is still super low for the solution that Flux and, you know, the features and uniqueness of Flux provides. I believe that this market cap is super low still. I mean, if we look at the fully diluted market cap, it's just under $180 million. I mean, if we compare it to the cryptocurrencies I was just speaking about previously, you know, XRP at 75 billion, and if we look at, you know, Cardano at 13 billion, I believe that Flux has even higher potential than these cryptocurrencies, which are already, you know, a much higher market cap than you know, Cardano or XRP, for example. Like I keep saying, you know, the features that Flux have, I believe that this market cap can easily, towards the next bull run, easily 10x, and we should hopefully, in my opinion, believe that we should be seeing, you know, an easy $2 billion market cap for Flux towards the next bull run. If we look at the 24-hour volume, you can see it's just under it keeps fluctuating, but it's around $5.9 million in the 24-hour volume. And if we go back to look at the all-time chart here, you can see why I'm also super bullish on Flux. Of course, looking back at the 2021 bull run, you can see that Flux actually hit again. Once again, we've got another coin that just hit under $3 per coin. So basically, all three of the coins which I've actually discussed in this video have had a huge, you know, a great track record and have all hit, you know, all-time highs in the 2021 and this is actually 2022. Actually, this is actually the start of 2022 when it actually hit its all-time high. And it also, of course, you know, it hit a nice high in the 2021 bull run, of course, as well. But you can see that ever since then, you know, it had a few spikes up, but, you know, it's fairly, you know, it's very low at the moment, which I believe that this is a great buying opportunity into Flux, just from the fact that, you know, the amount of great features that Flux have. And I hope in the next bull run we should start to see, you know, a Flux coin hit over $3 per coin. I'm super bullish on Flux coin. Heading over to the #2 coin on the list, that is going to be, of course, Casper. Once again, another coin which I'm super bullish on, and I've done a load of videos on it in the past. Basically, what Casper actually is, if we head over to the official page, you can see Casper beyond the block. Casper is the fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. The world's first block DAG, a digital ledger enabling parallel blocks and instant transaction confirmations, built on a robust proof of work engine with rapid single-second block intervals. Built by industry pioneers, led by the people. So to put it very simply for you guys watching the video, Casper is basically, you know, it's all about transactions, which I'm sure you guys will be saying, you know, that's basically what every cryptocurrency is trying to be. But Casper is actually the best at doing this. So like it says here, Casper is actually the fastest decentralized, fully scalable layer 1 in the world. So they are actually the fastest. And, you know, of course, when people are looking at crypto coins, they want, basically what they want to invest in is, of course, they want to invest in the best coin, of course, because why would you not want to invest into the best coin? So if you guys didn't know, when Bitcoin, for example, first came out, you know, of course, the OG, the original cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, you know, of course, the reason why Bitcoin was actually created was, of course, to be, you know, for transactions to be, you know, sent and received by different people. But of course, as, you know, Bitcoin started to grow and scaled, you know, a much bigger, a much, you know, faster rate, and more people started to invest and use Bitcoin. Of course, we now realize that Bitcoin isn't really viable anymore, because when people send Bitcoin nowadays, because of how many, you know, transactions are flying around right now with the amount of people using it, it is very slow. I mean, in the height of the 2021 bull run, I believe that, you know, I remember when I would send some Bitcoin and it would take hours and hours, if not days, for the Bitcoin to reach the person I was actually sending it to. And of course, this can be super annoying for people you know, and they don't want to, you know, send the cryptocurrency one day and promise the person they're going to receive it in the next, you know, 10-20 minutes, and then it takes days to, you know, get to the next person. So this is basically why Casper was actually created. Casper is all about, you know, being the fastest for transactions. It's super secure, and it's basically just trying to be the new modern Bitcoin, basically. So you can see here, we scroll down to Casper key features. It's got faster transactions, like I just explained. It's got instant confirmation, and of course it's super scalable, which is all three of these things are basically what you are looking for in, you know, a transaction based cryptocurrency, you know, for the modern age. If we hop over to the Casper Twitter page here, you can see they've just got under 65,000 followers, and once again super active on here, and the Casper team is also constantly improving and developing Casper, which is always nice to see. If we hop over to the coin market cap here for Casper coin, you can see that the coin is actually currently just over 3 cents per coin, with it currently just being up 0.65 on the day. You can see that Casper fully diluted market cap is just over $925 million. So again, once again, I believe that for a coin which is actually competing with a huge, you know, original cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin, it's basically trying to be the next Bitcoin. Basically, it's trying to be the more modernized Bitcoin. I believe that this fully diluted market cap is still super small, and I'm super bullish on Casper coin blowing up. You know, hopefully in the next bull run we should see, you know, at least, you know, a 2, 3, 4, 5x in the next bull run when people start to see Casper for what it truly is. You know, hopefully with it being the next Bitcoin. If we look at the 24-hour volume, you can see it's just got over $24 million in 24-hour volume. And if we actually hop over to the monthly chart here, you can see that it's actually been on a steady incline over the last month. With, you know, I'm just sure that more and more people have actually started to be, you know, open their eyes to Casper and started to cover it, like such as myself. More and more YouTubers started to cover Casper on their channels, which is why I believe that Casper is slowly starting to increase. If we look at the all-time chart here, you can see that Casper hasn't actually been out for that long. So, you know, when I'm speaking about track records with the cryptocurrency, of course, Casper does not have a huge doesn't have a super long track record compared to other crypto coins on this list. So, you know, that might put a little bit less confidence into investors. However, I do believe that, you know, sometimes being into the coin early, so the coin not having such a huge track record, can sometimes be a little bit of a benefit. Of course, you don't have, you know, you don't have the confidence of the coin sticking around for as long, of course, because the track record isn't as long. However, I do believe that, you know, with this coin only releasing, you know, just over a year ago, or just under a year ago, you know, for the price it's actually hit today, you know, you can see it hit over, like I just said, over $925 million fully diluted market cap. I believe that Casper has a huge future, and definitely for the potential, you know, the great features that Casper actually has, like I say, to be competing with the original cryptocurrency Bitcoin. I do believe that Casper, you know, should easily hit a 5x in the next bull run for sure. So, the cryptocurrency which you have all been waiting for, I'm sure you've been waiting for this cryptocurrency throughout the whole video. My number one pick is Veracity. I've covered this coin in many previous videos about this, and this is probably one of the coins which I'm the most bullish on, just from the fact that it solves a huge problem in, you know, not only just the crypto space, but many companies on the internet will actually, you know, be able to use this cryptocurrency and solve one of their huge problems. And of course, with a cryptocurrency which solves a huge problem, such as, you know, Flux coin, of course, you know, with it being able to solve a really big potential problem in the future, of course, many companies and other users are going to be using this coin, and we should start to see the price, you know, increase exponentially. So if we go on to the official Veracity website here, you can see it's veracity.io if you want to check it out for yourself. Basically, to put it very simply, Veracity is all about digital advertising. And if you guys didn't know, in the digital advertising space, there is a huge problem at the moment with digital advertising fraud. So to take YouTube, for example, basically what people will actually do is they will actually set up YouTube channels and buy, you know, fake subscribers, basically just bots, and they will also buy bot views on their channel. Of course, you know, the reason why crypto or not, so any YouTubers get paid is through views. Of course, companies will actually pay YouTube to have their ads put onto videos, and of course, the more views that a video has, the more the company will actually pay, because of course they are paying to have their video, their advertisement in front of more real people's eyes, in hopes that these people will actually go off of YouTube, click onto their ad, and hopefully buy a product or service from their company or their business. Of course, with these YouTube channels, for example, buying these bots, these basically fake views, of course, this basically means that these companies are paying for no reason, because of course these bots are not real people. They will not be clicking onto these ads. So this is a huge problem in the, not only just the crypto space, but for, and any company in any space. So if you scroll down here a bit more, you can see a few statistics about Veracity. You can see that it's got over 500,000 plus community members, 300,000 plus Vera wallets users, and 20 plus language communities, and 6 awarded patents already. So it's got here, Veracity is an open ledger ecosystem bringing trust and transparency to digital advertising and payments. So you can see here they've got Vera wallet, which of course is just a wallet to store your Veracity tokens in, which is always nice to see. But the main one here is their unique patented technology, which is called VeraViews. So VeraViews is an open ledger advertising ecosystem built around Veracity's patented proof of view, or POV, fraud identification technology. So basically with this patented unique thing, basically no other cryptocurrency, for example, will actually be able to use this system or technology which they have actually developed, which gives Veracity a very unique edge over all the different cryptocurrencies. Of course, if you go over to their community here, which we're looking at their Twitter page in a second here, you can see they've got a huge following on loads of different platforms here. They've also got a very substantial roadmap, which they have been ticking off, each different development throughout the years. You can actually check this out yourself if you want to. I'm not going to go into it in this video, but they are going through the roadmap in each year and ticking off each thing and constantly improving and developing Veracity. If we head over to the Veracity Twitter page here, you can see they've got over 300,000 followers, and again, super active. You can see here just on the June 29th, they have actually rolled out a brand new website here. So again, just like I said with the roadmap, which I did actually have a look at, they are constantly developing and improving Veracity, constantly being active and updating their followers and fan base on Twitter page. And again, their team is super strong. So I believe that Veracity has a super bright future ahead of it. If we head over to Veracity's coin market cap here, you can see that the price per coin is actually fractions of a penny. It's about, it's about 40% of a penny. 0.004615, so fractions of a penny, and it's got a fully diluted market cap of just over $500 million, which I do believe that this is a super low fully diluted market cap for the problems and the solution behind a huge problem at the moment. I believe that the digital advertising problem, the digital advertising market is around, I believe I read something like 200 million every year. I believe it's something around that number there. So with Veracity just being able to, solve that problem is absolutely huge for, many different companies. Like I say, with Veracity, it's actually patented this technology, so it's theirs and only they can use it. Basically, that means that all these companies, if they want to solve this huge problem and save themselves loads of money, they will have to come to Veracity to help them solve this problem. Of course, that will actually spread a lot more, make Veracity a lot more popular, because it will spread the news of Veracity working with all these different platforms. But of course, it will increase their revenue as well, and just increase their amount of investors into the market cap as well, which of course in turn will mean that the people who invested in Veracity early will see a good amount of gains with their money. You see that the 24-hour volume is just over $6 million. And if we look back at the all-time chart here, you can see once again, Veracity actually does have a huge long track record. Again, you can see that they actually released onto the market in 2019 and were actually operating and developing their coin even before 2019. So once again, providing huge amount of confidence into crypto investors, makes people more confident they are not just going to disappear tomorrow, because it shows that the team has actually been, constantly developing and improving their product. Even when the coin price wasn't blowing up at all, the team was still super hopeful and, stuck behind their coin to, constantly update and improve it, until you can see back in 2021, you can see they actually hit an all-time high of just under 9 cents per coin, so 8.6 cents per coin. And ever since the 2021 bull run, it of course has gone down and it's been fairly stagnant, had a few little spikes here. But obviously you compare it to the 2021 bull run, this is nothing. And although people might, they sold off Veracity, I do believe that I'm super bullish on Veracity, and I believe that this has huge amount of potential. Like I say, only $500 million market cap for the problem and the solution it provides to these companies. And like I say, with it having its own patented unique technology, these companies will have to use Veracity if they want to solve this problem. And I just believe that this just gives Veracity, the edge over every other cryptocurrency that wants to try and replicate Veracity in that whole sort of environment. So like I said, this is my number one pick, and I'm super bullish on Veracity. I hope towards the next bull run we should hopefully see Veracity hitting back to its all-time high and hopefully surpassing it once Veracity starts to get the hype that it actually does deserve. Apart from that, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know what your favorite cryptocurrency is down in the description down below. Of course, if you're new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you did like the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And apart from that, guys, I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace.